The great yellow sun is reflecting in your deep blue eyes. The day has begun. You spin around, you laugh to yourself. And I see you shine in every color, resting your head in my arms.
So guys, what do you think about yesterday's hangout with Andrew and Sean?
I was actually really surprised by the challenges that Singaporeans face.
Actually, I was really surprised as well.
I mean, it's not really that surprising because if you think about it, every country has different problems, but most of the time we just choose to ignore it.
But do you know what really caught my attention? It's like they have like dedicated non-working Sundays for the maids. And if you remember, right, we saw them hanging around in Orchard Road.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure most Singaporeans are perfectly fine with them, relaxing, having a good time on Orchard Road.
Do you guys notice that in Singapore they have just as much foreign workers as us?
Actually.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, of course, not exactly the same, but it does feel that way,
Yeah, it's very similar.
And then when we were checking out also, I was having a conversation with the lady behind the desk. So she's actually from Philippines.
Oh wow, yeah, alright.
Yeah. Right. So they're not actually all locals.
Yeah, I realized that whenever we went to any fast food joint, all the workers there are mostly Filipinos and they speak really good English. I mean, as long as you speak good English and you don't mess up my order, I'm perfectly fine with you.
Yeah.
A bit hard lah. He orders in a very specific way. So I think the main issue here, guys, is that our main concerns, I mean, not just us personally, I think for most people in Malaysia, is the job opportunities that are being taken. Like you mentioned F&B and everything, right? We can't compete with the wages compared to what the migrant workers are getting, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is, the foreign workers are not afraid to do the 3D work.
Wait, what's 3D work?
Basically, the 3D stands for dangerous, dirty, and difficult. So I don't think any Malaysians would lay a finger on those kind of jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like Singaporeans also, they don't want the 3D jobs as well. That's why they have as many foreign workers as us.
Dude, even Singaporeans don't drive their own buses. Remember Sean was telling us about how he was having a hard time talking to the bus drivers there from China. It was so difficult for him to communicate with them,
Oh, yeah. He mentioned that, didn't he?
It happens lah. Not all foreign workers will be able to speak with us, because they speak different languages. So even the dialect is different when they speak Mandarin, And aside from just talking about this, bus services, transportation, and everything, right? Even in white-collar jobs, like the multinational companies for Asia Pacific that's based in Singapore, they are competing with a lot of people from overseas just to get a job.
Oh, wow. Yeah, true.
So, like I said, it's not just about the fact that they're willing to get dirty, but they are also willing to just come here and take the jobs that we are more interested in getting. So that's just a concern, really, I feel.
On Sundays, Singaporeans let their domestic helpers off for the day. The helpers usually spend their off days by hanging out with friends. But we aren't sure how Malaysians would react to letting their helpers off for 1 day per week. Would we really approve of it? Singapore, like Malaysia, has a large number of foreign workers, not only in the form of domestic helpers but also in challenging 3D work sectors, in dirty, dangerous and difficult jobs. Let's not forget about the food and beverages industry, hospitality, and in retail outlets, which also includes their city bus drivers, which they call bus captain. They too are facing the same difficulties as Malaysia, whereby the younger generation isn't as keen and interested in taking up these jobs. Instead, they focus mainly on getting jobs in the higher income brackets such as lawyers, doctors, engineers, etc., because they are living in one of the most expensive cities in the world, and these labor-intensive jobs aren't paying enough. Join us for the next part of the episodes, and don't forget to subscribe and share our channel.